So you're ready to start your YouTube channel. I'm so excited for you. That's awesome. And I absolutely love the YouTube platform. It is a great place to be creative, express yourself, share your passion with the world, and grow a business if that is your desire. However, before you hit your first upload on YouTube to upload your first video, I do recommend doing these 5 quick steps to get you set up for success so that your channel will be going in the right trajectory with your first upload. So let's get to it. So the first step is to determine your channel name. Yes, what is your channel going to be called? This really helps the YouTube algorithm and the people on YouTube to understand what your channel is about with one quick glance. For example, if your channel is about eating green foods or being a vegetarian or a vegan or whatever, you could have a channel name that says Vegan Eats or Vegan Bites or the Green Plate or Green Meals or whatever it is. You want to make a channel name that relates to the topic or the niche of what you're discussing on your channel so that it's really clear and obvious to people. Now, of course, you can use your name as your channel name. Like my channel is Alexa Saarenoja. It is my name because I am the brand identity for my channel. It's a personal brand. So if you want to go down the personal brand route, of course, use your name. However, there's many things to consider about that. Some people don't feel safe doing that. So if you want to go in more depth on this topic, check out this video. I've created a whole video on how to name your channel. So check it out here if you are interested. So that's step number 1, choose a channel name and create it. Step number 2 then is to create a profile icon for your channel. This is that little circle icon that represents your channel with a miniature logo. Whenever you comment anywhere, whenever there's a video uploaded, you will see that little profile icon underneath the video and it will say profile icon and then the name of your video and then the title of the video. I think it's really important before you upload your first video just to have a few things like this in place so that when someone comes to your channel, it doesn't just say the standard A or S or J that when you started your channel as your nickname, it'll just have a letter there to start with in some color. And that looks very unprofessional to me. If I see someone that is uploading videos with that, it just seems like they're not serious and maybe they're not going to be around that long. So I don't know if I really want to seriously invest my time with them. I think every little extra bit that you do to make your channel look more professional will help people to trust you more. So with the profile icon, you can do a lot of things. You can put a picture of yourself. I would recommend looking at the camera and smiling. You could also do a picture of a dog if your channel was about dogs. You could do a picture of food. You could do a graphic or a logo. If you have a logo for your company or a logo for your channel, you could put that in the profile icon as well. But I would just put something there that is clear, that you can read whatever it says inside that logo, or that it is a clear image. It's not fuzzy. It's not pixelated. It's not distorted. It's not upside down or sideways. So just make sure that your profile icon, it actually fills up the whole circle. And so when you go in to upload your profile icon, you can stretch it to make it fit the whole circle, and that it's clear and bright and easy to see. And one thing to keep in mind is that this is a very small image of you or of your logo, whatever you choose to upload. So just remember that it is small. So you don't want to have lots of little details. They won't be seen. They'll be lost in the fact that the sizing of the profile icon is quite small. Okay, so that's step number 2. Get yourself a profile icon to help your channel look more professional. Step number 3 is a banner. So when someone clicks into your YouTube channel, at the top of the page, there is an opportunity to put a banner. So in the banner, you could have, again, a picture of yourself, a picture of your dog, if your channel's about dogs, and a quick tagline that says, helping people to grow on YouTube, or get monetized fast, or whatever it is, eat more vegan or eat more vegetables. But you know what I mean? It's got a tagline, it's got an image of you or a graphic or something like that. And it says uploads every week or new videos released every week or something like that, but something simple. And the next step, the thing to consider once you have your banner and you have your profile icon, is to start to think very, very basically. On a very basic level. I don't want you to get overwhelmed, but I do think this helps your channel to look more professional and that you're more serious by having some sort of branding overall. So that would be step number 4, and that would be branding. So choose colors that relate to your topic. Let's say you're doing food, you're doing a cooking channel. There are so many colors that are associated with food that you could use, right? And choose something. Like maybe you want to choose green. Plant-based diet, you want to choose green, and maybe an accent color of red or pink or something like that. But you want to make sure those colors actually sound horrible together. But you actually want to pick colors that go together well. And that you could start using in your thumbnails. It would be maybe in the profile icon behind you if it's a picture of you. The background could be this green color. The banner could be like a light green or nature colors like greens and browns and beige or whatever, but it all looks like it's cohesive and goes together. So your thumbnails could also start to have those colors in them as well. If you go on Google and look for a color picker, that will help you choose colors that go well together. I really personally like to use Adobe Color Picker. So if you just go to Adobe Color, you can go there and look at templates of different branding kits for colors, and they choose the colors mathematically, and you can find ones that make sure that go together well. I have a little bit of color blindness, so I don't always see colors the best. So I love to use it because I know that these colors numerically go together. They do not clash. So I think it's very helpful for those of us who might have a little limitations with what we see. But in general, it's also great for people who might have horrible design aesthetics or something like that. So it's a great little extra resource for you. So that's tip number 4. Make sure your branding is kind of all cohesive and is representative of the topic you're talking about. The last step, number 5, before you upload a video, know your audience as much as you possibly can. Maybe your audience is you 5 years ago. Maybe your audience is children. Maybe your audience is parents, single moms, people struggling with finances. Whatever your audience is, make sure that you know who they are and that your content will be relevant for them. The likelihood that your channel will succeed is much, much higher if you know your audience and what they want, and you produce content for them that will help them to get from point A to point B. Not content that just you want to do just because you like that topic. Content that will actually really help people, that has a motivation to help people if you are in the educational department. If you are in the entertainment realm, then still think about your audience. Who are you trying to entertain? Are you trying to entertain teenagers, 40-year-olds, retirees? What is the goal and what content would they be entertained by? So really thinking deeply about your audience and what they want to see. That will truly help you to grow faster and go further with YouTube than not knowing your audience and just posting random things. And as a side note to this, when you're getting started on YouTube, I do recommend niching down. And if you want to check out, I have a whole series on how to niche down. You can check that out here. But I do recommend niching down because it will help you to grow your channel faster if the YouTube algorithm is very clear on who your target audience is. So if you're clear on who your audience is, then it's more likely that YouTube is going to be clear on who your audience is because you are creating content for that audience. So that is definitely something to consider before you upload your first video. Is your video relevant to your audience that you want to reach? If the answer is yes, awesome. Go for it, upload that video. If the answer is no, I want to reach people about finances, but in this video, I'm actually talking about how I just went out to eat at a super expensive restaurant in LA. That has nothing to do with my finances. So that would not be relevant to your viewers unless the video is about how I can finally afford to go out to fancy restaurants because I invested my money in real estate or something like that. So then it would relate, right? But otherwise, I would say don't post your trip to the Mexican restaurant when you're trying to do finances or you're trying to teach people about how to breed dogs or train their children or whatever. Anyway, you guys, hopefully this was helpful. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments below. Also, I want to let you know that if you are getting started on YouTube and you're starting your channel, I do offer a whole new YouTuber checklist. It's a 20+ page document that walks you through step by step all the things you need to do to get started on YouTube. It's free. You can click on the link down in the description below about how to get the new YouTuber checklist. I think it's a very helpful step-by-step resource to get you started on YouTube right. And if you want to go even deeper, I just finally finished creating an online course. So that is also listed down below in the description as well. Okay, thanks you guys. Have a beautiful day and I will see you in the next video.